Our first game back tonight, 5:30 and 7 o'clock. Make sure to tune in at chstv.com/sports.
Just a little 10-piece for it, just to blow it in the mall. Doesn't mean that we involved. I just put a Richard on the card. I ain't go playing ball, but I'll show you how to got it too. If you really wanna ball, till you fall, when you back against the wall, and I'm playing through the whole game. Still going bad on them.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to basketball on CHSTV Sports. It is a fantastic night here in the Carlsbad Arena, the first live stream in the Carlsbad Arena in 2 years. And it is great to be back. January 19th, 2024. Crazy that we're almost a quarter of the way through the century. But let's stick with the now because it is the 12-8 girls varsity basketball team taking on 13-5 Oceanside here tonight. Here is the starting lineup for the girls varsity basketball team.
Freshman, number 0, Georgia Hawk. Sophomore, number 2, Layla Munoz. Sophomore, number 3, Kira Herrera. Freshman, number 5, Reese Bowman. And sophomore, number 30, Madison Carlisle.
Should be on Sierra's Chromebook.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Carlsbad High basketball program so proud to be joining.
Carlsbad's starting lineup includes freshman number 0, Georgia Hawk, sophomore Layla Munoz, number 3, sophomore Kira Herrera, Reese Bowman, the freshman number 5, and of course Madison Carlisle, the sophomore number 30. It is due to be a fantastic night. It is a double header, so shortly after this, after 7 p.m., we'll have tip-off with the boys varsity basketball taking on O-side. But let's get underway. Tip-off just moments away here in Carlsbad between the Lancers and the Pirates. Carlisle for the Lancers out there for the tip-off, and it looks like Aliyah Samad, the freshman center and power forward, or hold on, number 34, Aubrey Madden, the 5'9" sophomore guard and forward, also a captain for Oceanside. They'll be facing each other for the tip-off. And regulation is underway. Carlsbad wins the tip-off, and it'll immediately be thrown over to Munoz. Munoz over to Herrera. Herrera over to Hawk. trying to get it in. Back out past the 3 over to Munoz. For the shot, it is no good, yet to draw first blood, and Oceanside will regain possession. Basketball, a very fast-paced sport for 3, and it's sunk! Number 15 for Oceanside, Martina Griffin, the captain, with the play. Munoz will get it. It's already 3-0, and a steal! A turnover from Morgan. Another shot rebounded, and it is put up. Samad with the rebound and the layup, or just the put up, really. And Carlsbad already down 5-0. Herrera gets that one tipped. Hawk still has it. Munoz cannot get it. And they will call a foul. They'll give it to Carlsbad, so Hawk will be the one throwing it in. Hawk trying to find somebody, and she will give it to Munoz. Munoz trying to find somewhere, gets it over to Herrera. Herrera being guarded by Samad, wide open is Munoz, and over the hoop, it's no good. Over to number 34, and that might have been another foul. The whistle's blown, and Carlsbad will regain possession. So Bowman, number 5, will be the one to throw it in. Finding Hawk. Hawk over to Munoz. Munoz putting the sticks on him. Finds a wide open Hawk, but number 15 from O-side catches up, puts it up, and no good off the backboard. Throws it in, and it's right into Hawk's hands. O-side always on the defense in their own half. Hawk puts up 2, and Carlsbad finally on the board. It's Hawk. Hawk flying down that sideline to put it up for 2. It's 5-2 our score. Already 2 minutes into this one. Number 15 is Griffin. Over to the middle of the 30, and Hawk with the rebound. She's been everywhere so far tonight. In case you're wondering, I'm alone for this first game. Roy is a little bit busy, but he will be back for men's varsity. Hawk from 3, cannot get it. Rebounded by, I believe that's number 2, Nalia Nuanez. Griffin over, and they just keep passing it from beyond the arch. Over to number 30, Morgan, and eventually they'll shoot for 3, rebounded by Morgan, and up for another 3, no good, rebounded by Samad, and their lead back up to 5. And Carlsbad using the first of our timeouts. I did not have much time to introduce our crew. So for the girls varsity basketball game, I'm your host, Cash Money Versailles, and it'll be me just for this game. We also have the rest of our wonderful crew, Sierra Fessler, Leah Poteet, Michael Basista, as well as Avery Gallup, sideline reporting. You'll see her later tonight, as well as the rest of our wonderful crew, of course, filled with 8th graders. So Bowman will throw this one in to Munoz. Munoz over to Herrera. Herrera over to Hawk. She's been everywhere tonight. Hawk from 3 will give it to Munoz at the top of the arch, trying to make some space. And O-side playing lockdown defense. This one over to wide open Bowman, and that one's over. Hawk can't rebound it, but Munoz does. Munoz back over to Bowman. This one tipped, but still in the hands of Herrera. Herrera over to Bowman. Bowman diving for that great play, but it is out of bounds. And it is Oceanside possession, so 7-2 after 3.5 minutes so far. it is Oceanside possession. Number 34 for Oceanside is Aubrey Madden. And this one over Samad, out of bounds, and it is back to Carlsbad. Bowman will throw this one into Munoz. And Munoz just relaxedly going over to half court. Stumbles a little bit, finds number 35 from Carlsbad, Kira Smith. Munoz now back up with the ball. Herrera trying to find some space, a nice spin move. This one tipped, stolen, wide open space. Puts it up, number 15, Martina Griffin, the junior captain and guard, extends the lead 9-2. This one, Bowman will come up with it. Back over to Herrera. Herrera over to Munoz. Munoz over to Hawk on the left. Muffs the ball a little bit, but she'll keep it. Over to Smith. Smith back over to Hawk. This one tipped and out of bounds. It'll remain Carlsbad possession. 3.5 left in the first period. And Munoz will be the one to throw this one in for Carlsbad. An interesting formation. Looks like the eye from football. They'll immediately spread out. And over to Smith. From the top of the key, Smith to Hawk. Hawk to Munoz. Munoz can't find anywhere. And the shot clock expires. A shot clock violation. It is Oceanside possession. Carlsbad still stuck at 2. And in comes Ashley Coelho from Carlsbad, the junior. And it is Oceanside possession. And from 3, just short, but it's rebounded by Oceanside. And this one over number 44, that's Natalia Watt, the junior center, could not come up with that one. Coelho back over to Bowman, over to Herrera. And Herrera over to Smith. She's inside the arch. Bowman will end up with it, trying to find some space and tipped. Smith in a ruffle for it, and it's Watt who will come up with it. Oceanside up 9-2. And they're just passing around. Oceanside, their clear game is patient. And this one, great defense by Hawk. That pass was over to Maya Gates. This one into Hawk. Over to Munoz. Munoz over to Herrera. She's found some open space, but quickly attacked by Morgan. Hawk can't have that pass going. Oceanside will get the turnover and take it back down that right side over to number 15. For 3, over and no good. Griffin did not get it, and this one is taken. Caitlin Kay will not come up with it, and that one tipped and rebounded by Natalia Watt. A lot of defense so far for both sides. Aubrey Madden rolling it down, and there's the 3, no good. Hawk with the rebound, no. Almost got it. Griffin over to Kay, back eventually over to Griffin. Over to number 30 is Morgan. Griffin. And how much longer do they have on the clock? This one will go out of bounds, and it's back to Carlsbad. Actually, no, it'll remain Oceanside possession. This one over to Griffin, puts it up, and they will not give it to Oceanside. Carlsbad will regain possession. Only down by 7, still within reach. It's Coelho now out there to throw it in. Oceanside making a substitution, so out comes Morgan. Munoz. He's been in the spotlight a lot, but also Hawk, who now has it, driving it up and falls on it. And it goes to Oside. So Oside will regain possession with 1:05 left in the first period, and the score is still 9-2. In comes Bowman, out comes Munoz. She's been all over the court so far. And it's actually going to be Carlsbad possession, so apologies for my bad call. Bowman already getting the ball, so some quick action from 3 is Hawk. Sinks it! Nothing but net for Hawk, and we're back within 4. Under a minute left in the period, and our score 5-9. From 3, almost gets it in and out. Just like the Burgers, Hawk will end up back with it over to Herrera. Over to Hawk on the right corner, sinks, does not get it. I called it too soon, so Regina Hawk, that one's on, or Georgia Hawk, that one's on me. Meanwhile, Caitlin Kay gets the 2, puts it back up by 6. 16 seconds left. Hawks still with it. They're trying to get some last-second points. Still not out of bounds. Tie roping. It's over Coelho. So with 5 seconds left, put it up, and they're up 13-5. And that is the end of the first period. So a quick start, a slow middle, and a quick end to end the first. So 13-5 our score. Both teams will take a break. Oceanside, our score. After one period, it is period number 2, and it is Oceanside possession. Carlsbad did win the tip-off, so I believe, if I'm correct, I'm not that big of a basketball mind, almost called it baseball, so that's just extra icing on the cake. So I believe that if you win the tip-off, you also get the ball to start the 4th period. Oceanside possession to start the second. And number 15 is Griffin. Over from 3, toss it in, and it's right into the hands of Coelho. And Coelho shoved out of bounds. It'll go to Carlsbad. So a heads-up play from Coelho to keep it in Carlsbad possession. So Bowman is the one to throw this one in. Bowman over to Munoz. She's back in. And that may have been a timeout on Carlsbad. And we are only 19 seconds into this period. And there's already been a timeout call. A beautiful night tonight in Carlsbad. as they always tend to be in Southern California. And of course, if you're just joining us, it is Carlsbad Oside girls varsity basketball. Oceanside entering this game 13-5. They have a 2-1 record in the Coastal Division. They are ranked 3rd. Meanwhile, Carlsbad entering this game 12-8 with a 1-2 divisional record. So if Carlsbad can come up with a win here, they could be fighting Oceanside for that number 3 spot as of now. Hawk over to Munoz, and she's out of bounds immediately after she comes up with possession. So it goes back to Oceanside in Carlsbad's half of the court. Griffin, she's been active from beyond 3 so far tonight. Morgan over to a new player, number 2. We haven't seen much of her, and this one underthrown. Hawk over to Munoz. And Munoz just trying to find space. It's been a defensive ball game so far. Hawk up the middle, hit! And Hawk, despite taking the contact, dishes out the paint instead. Morgan, the senior forward, is the one that took the tumble, and Hawk will get 2 from the free throw line to put it back within 6. She'll sink the first one. Will she get the second one? The first 2 free throws of tonight are 100% from Georgia Hawk. Madden will take this one out over to Morgan. Over to Griffin, over to number 2 from 3, and it is no good. This one's over to Morgan. And a scruffle for the ball, and Munoz comes up with it. Great heads-up play by Munoz. Over to Hawk on the right side. Gives her a little shove, not enough contact to warrant a foul. Over to Smith in the key, up is 2, and it is no good. Griffin from 3. Does not sink it, and Herrera will come up with it, and it is Carlsbad possession. Herrera with a great play. Natalia Nuanez has subbed back into the game, number 2. And in comes Bowman, out comes Coelho. And Hawk over Munoz and out of bounds. So some trouble already for Carlsbad. But of course, Carlsbad Athletics tend to have a knack for getting out of tough situations with the great coaching they have. Griffin ends up with the ball. Back over to, I believe that's Madden, and this one rolls out of bounds. Madden was actually about to take the ball back. It was 34, or hold on. Morgan was about to get the ball back, and it was Madden. And a great play by Herrera in open space. Has to take it back over to Munoz. Inside for 3, Hawk brings it inside the arc, up for 2, and Hawk puts it within 4. If I'm correct, she has scored all 9 of Carlsbad's points through the first 10 minutes. Nuanez over to Griffin. Griffin taking her time. Griffin over to Samad, apologies. This one over to Madden. Madden from 3 does not get it. Hawk there for the rebound. The freshman, no wonder she's playing. She's played fantastic tonight. She gets shoved out of bounds, and it will be Oceanside possession. And I don't think I've seen Hawk come out of the game once. So you know she's giving it her all tonight in this league matchup. Griffin trying to put the moves on Munoz. And Griffin finds an open crease. Georgia Hawk was there on defense, and Griffin will get the and 1. She makes the play, and Hawk will be subbed for the first time tonight. Griffin from free. Won't get it. Kira Smith knocks that one out of bounds, so it ends up being a beneficial situation for Osad because they get the ball back. And timeout Oceanside, so we'll get a breather here. 5:06 to go in the second period. Lancers 9, Oceanside 15. Anything can happen in the last 20 or so minutes of regulation. For three, does not get it. Smith with a rebound. And it's going to be Carlsbad possession now. It's a foul on Oceanside, likely an interference or something similar. Munoz will have to fill in the role that Hawk is not able to right now. She's on the bench getting a breather. Smith off her toes. Coelho with the scoop. Herrera will end up back with it. Herrera over to Munoz, taking it back over to the right. The pick and roll. Up for two, does not get it. Samad with the rebound, over to Madden, over to Griffin. Griffin has not been subbed out in a bit. Samad with the rebound, the big body, does not get it. Oceanside will end up with it. That's Samad again, up for two, doesn't get that one either. Munoz finally gets the ball back, off her toes. And a great play by Morgan, over to Samad. Over to Griffin, from three, no good. Oceanside with another rebound, Samad. Puts up two, will get it. (17-9) our score. One free throw would double Carlsbad's points. And Munoz, great play, and Bowman was not looking for that one. She was wide open, but was not looking for it. So out comes Bowman and Coelho. In comes Hawk and Madison Carlisle. First time we've seen her on the court, I believe. Madden over to number 10. We have not seen her. Actually, that's Caitlin Kay. And from three is Madden. 20-9 our score. Hawk, Munoz, to Sasmitha. Over to Carlisle. Herrera. Over to Hawk, who's beyond the arc. Back over to Herrera, over to Munoz near the top. Back over to Hawk, and she does not get it. Oceanside gets the board. Madden will take it all the way down. And a foul on the court. Right now, O-side with the ball, but right now with the mic is Avery Gallup. First time we'll hear from her tonight. So Avery Gallup, sideline reporter, what do you have for the first time tonight? Those technical difficulties. We're not getting much audio on our end. And Oceanside will put up the 2, but it will be a foul on Carlisle. So they will get 2. Griffin. For the free throw tonight. She missed the first one. She'll make that one. A miss from the crowd does not jargle her there. Is that even a word? I apologize. Forget what I said. So Oceanside up 21-9 with 1:47 to go. And Griffin is 1 for 2 from the free throw line, now 2 for 3. All right, for round 2, Avery Gallup, what do you have for us on the sideline?
We're so sorry for those technical difficulties, Carlsbad, but welcome. I'm Avery Gallup, and we're so excited to have you guys back on our live streams. It's been a minute since our football live streams, but we're so ready for tonight's doubleheader with our Carlsbad Lancer varsity basketball team. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not new, my name is Avery Gallup, and you know that. Get ready for a really good game tonight, and for our men's varsity basketball game a little later. I'll see you down on the sideline very soon.
A mess up there, and Griffin puts it up, and it's 26-9. Under a minute to go in the first period. And Carlsbad down by 17. Carlsbad has not, despite all of the athleticism and the high effort they've given so far in the first half, they have not had the result you've got to imagine that they've wanted. Only putting up 9 points in the first half is not great. Into the game comes McCormick. Number 11, Ruthie McCormick, the junior. And Carlsbad has possession with 55 seconds to go. So Herrera, the ball in her hands, she's been pretty dangerous. Over to Munoz from 3 is Herrera, can't get it. Carlsbad's not down for a lack of shots, I'll tell you that much. And Griffin will get another 2 from the line. So she has a chance to extend their lead 28-9 here. Carlsbad 4 fouls, Oceanside 3 so far in the first period, or in the first half. So Griffin will sink the first one. And Griffin 3 of 4, 4 of 5. And with 35 seconds left in the period, Carlsbad down 19, so they'll have a lot to talk about starting the second half. A great pick and roll from McCormick. Munoz loses possession. Over to Hawk from 3. Sinks it. She has scored all 12 so far tonight. Griffin now with the ball, trying to extend their lead. Seconds dwindling down is no good. And with 2 seconds left, and actually with .8 left, the whistle's blown. So they'll get a chance for a full court shot, and imagine we see this one here. Bowman will be the one to toss this in, so this has got to be a quick turnaround if they want points. And she will not get it off, so that'll take us to the end of the first half. Our score, 12-28 in favor of Oceanside, so we'll be back after this break.
Visit one of their 3 locations, CARLSBAD, San Marcos, Del Mar. Handles homemade ice cream and yogurt since 1945. Here's how the Candles Ice Cream halftime contest works. Each participant will get 4 shots, a layup, free throw, 3-point shot, half-court shot. They win a prize ranging from a free single scoop to a free handled ice cream for a year. Specific prize for each shot. The prize for the most difficult shot they hit. Each participant will have 40 seconds to complete their 4 shots. Tonight's first participant, Cohen Pop. 40 seconds on the clock. Layup, free single scoop. 3-point shot for a free quart of ice cream. Now a half-court shot for free handled ice cream for a year. Congratulations, Carmen. Next contestant, Kelly Chua, for the second on the clock. Preschool. Going for the court. And this shot, a free handled ice cream for a year. Bring it a free scoop, Kelly. Congratulations. And thank you to Handled Ice Cream for sponsoring our halftime contest.
I was getting so many good shots. Nobody cut them.
All that paper now. My bad.
2 breads each. Oh. So, I don't know.
Before the half to drive home.
You should do parabolic.
Welcome back to the Lancer Arena. 28-12 is our score, and it's the start of the second half here in Carlsbad. A fantastic half from both sides, but of course the ones to look out for are Georgia Hawk from Carlsbad and Martina Griffin from Oceanside. Both had their name called quite a bit, and that's an understatement. Carlsbad will start off with possession. Bowman over to Carlisle up the middle, covered by Samad, sorry. Herrera from three. Will not get it, but a great play by Bowman to tip it over to her teammates, and Georgia Hawk will come up with it. But they may be giving it to Oceanside. And they will. So Oceanside will get the ball for the first time tonight. Of course, they swap directions at half. Nuanez over to Griffin, back over to Nuanez in the corner, over to Griffin still. They're just playing patty cake over there on that far side. Back over to Griffin. Wide open is Madden. Does not get it. Griffin with the board. Does not get that one. Georgia Hawk with the recovery. Over to Munoz. And this one's stolen. I believe that's Morgan, and they're going to say it's out of bounds. Actually, that might have been, they might have been calling that a shove on Munoz. Oceanside will regain possession. And Griffin. This one deflected. A great play by Georgia. They fight for it. Question is, who's going to get it? They're going to give possession to Carlsbad, so Georgia Hawk will be the one to throw this one in from her baseline. Over to Coelho. Coelho over to Munoz. Munoz fighting for it. Great effort from her. Herrera stumbles trying to recover, or recovers from it. Coelho underneath. Over to Hawk from three. Won't get it. It's off. Number 30 is Morgan. And it ends up in Griffin's hands. She won't get it. Carlsbad will end up with the possession. And she's putting the sticks, putting the moves on her. Trying to keep her on her toes. Herrera over to Coelho. Coelho fighting. Over to Munoz. And it's going to be Oceanside possession, but an interesting call as number 30 from Oceanside, Jayla Morgan, I believe. Apologies if I'm butchering her name, but Morgan did shove one of Carlsbad's players out of the way to make a play on the ball. And the Carlsbad head coach was not happy with that one. Over to Morgan. Defensive board. Munoz. Now covered by Samad. Herrera, no space. Griffin playing lockdown defense now. Now Griffin's on Munoz. Munoz over to Coelho. Sinks it. Her first attempt of the night is good. It's good for two, and it's 28-14. Over to Madden. Madden over to Samad. Samad will not get it, and Hawk will get the rebound. Munoz has been moving everywhere. For three is no good from Herrera. And Oceanside will take possession. Over to Morgan, back over to Griffin. And Griffin trying to find some space. She's being double teamed right now. Wide open is Madden over to Samad, but Hawk will come up with it. They may be giving Oceanside the ball though. Oceanside will regain possession, but for now, we'll send it over to Avery live with the contest, or with the people who fought in the Handles ice cream contest. So take it away, Avery.
What's going on, Carlsbad fans? I'm here with Callie and Cohen, who won our Handles competition during halftime, if you saw that. So, Callie, how do you feel about winning a free scoop of ice cream from Handles?
It was fun. It's fun. I can't wait to use it.
I'm so excited for you. And Cohen, how did you feel when you were down there on the court? What was going through your head?
You know, I just had to lock in, had to do it for the fans, had to do it for the family. So I was just getting in my right headspace, and I just made as many shots as I could.
Congratulations. We are so proud of you guys. Good job, and I'm going to send it back to Cash.
Thank you for that one, Avery. While you were talking, Carlsbad's very own number 21, Coelho, put up a three from the middle, and they're now only down by 11. Still a workable deficit, and Herrera fighting with Griffin for possession. It'll end up going in Oceanside's favor. 3:48 left in the third, our score, 17-28. And it is Kay who will be throwing this one in from Carlsbad's bench. Kay over to, I can't quite see her number. That's actually Madden. Madden over to Morgan. And this one, great defense by Carlsbad. They sniffed that one out quick, but it ends up back into Madden's hands. Madden moving it down. Griffin almost has it stolen. Puts it up, but it's no good. And it is out of bounds on Oceanside. Carlsbad will regain possession. Oceanside so far has been scoreless in this third period. And Carlsbad has put up 5. Over to Munoz. Over to Hawk. And it's tipped, and they're gonna give Carlsbad the shooting, or they're gonna call a shooting foul on Oceanside. And Hawk, who's already 2 for 2 on the night from the free throw line, will go in for yet another 2 attempts to put it within 9. Hawk from the free throw will not get the first one. So she's 2 for 3 on the night. Meanwhile, I believe Martina Griffin, yes, Martina Griffin, the junior guard and captain, she is 4 for 5 on the night from the free-point line, or 4 for 5, yes. And look who's got it, it's Griffin. So speak of the devil, she's putting moves on Herrera. Wide open is her man downfield, and Smith will end up with the board. She's back out there on the court, over to Munoz, over to Herrera. Putting a move on that Oceanside defense, over to Coelho, back over to Herrera, over to Munoz at the top of the arch. Munoz trying to find some space. Griffin playing some very close defense. It's a turnover. Kay will have it taken from her. Griffin, and 1. A thunderous sequence of events, and Oceanside will have a chance to extend it to 13. Griffin with her 6th free throw of the night already. She is 4 for 5 so far. Griffin won't get it. 4 of 6 now on the night. Coelho will get it over to Hawk. Back over to Herrera. telling them to go to the far side, over to Smith. Smith back over to Herrera, over to Hawk on that left wing. Doesn't get it. Smith, or that's not Smith, that's Griffin. She'll trip and no foul, no points either. Remains 30-18. And Georgia Hawk, of course, will throw this one in. And Hawk back with it. She'll get over to Coelho. Coelho back over to Hawk. Herrera in the corner. They need to find some space. And this one taken by Griffin. Hawk in front of her. She'll get in front of Hawk and put up a 2. 14 points now, the lead for Oside. And the Oceanside sideline does not look happy. Not exactly sure what the call is, but Oceanside sideline not proud with that call. And Herrera will get a free throw here. Bricks the first one. She'll get another to put it within 13. Still, of course, still close enough for anything to happen. Herrera will make the second one. Out goes Dowsett. Eliana Dowsett, the junior guard for Oceanside. And it is still Carlsbad possession. Hawk from the other side, sinks it for 3. I think that's 15 points now on the night for the freshman. And they're gonna call that one on Hawk, so not all perfect tonight. Madden will throw this one in. In comes Coelho, out comes Hawk. They're saving her for the 4th. Madden over to Griffin. Griffin from the top of the arch. Won't get it. She wasted no time, but it is not in her favor. Carlsbad only down by 10. Still with a chance to come away with a victory. This one over to Coelho. Showing her mastery, or her dribbling mastery. And from 3 is Herrera. Over, but Bowman is right there for the board. Munoz to Coelho. Will sink it. Only 2, just inches away from being a 3. .35 seconds to go now in the 3rd. Morgan over to Griffin. Things are heating up here in Carlsbad, and a great play by Smith to get the turnover. Munoz is having some trouble dealing with Griffin. Crazy to think that she's still out there. Munoz trying to move around Griffin. Smith for 2, won't get it. She gets the board. But it will not matter. That's the end of the 3rd. 24-32 our score. An electric resurgence from the Carlsbad bench to put it within 8. And speaking of 8, there's 8 minutes of regulation left in the 4th period. 24-32 our score. So just after this moment, we'll be back with some more girls varsity basketball on CHSTV Sports. last 8 minutes soon to be underway here from the Carlsbad Arena, home of the Lancers. And Oceanside will start it off. A little bit of an early jump from Morgan, but it does not matter for three. Will not get it, but Morgan with the board cannot get it up. Carlsbad with the momentum, but they're gonna give it back to Oceanside, so momentum can flip. Griffin on the baseline, over to Nuanez, back over to Griffin from three. Won't get it, Nuanez is flying out there. Nuanez from three, won't get it. Samad has been a beast from the defensive side, and they'll put up 2 and extend their lead to 10. Oceanside has been in the driver's seat all night. Carlsbad needs to get going quick. This one right into the hands of Samad. Look at her go, wide open over to Madden now. Griffin from the left wing. Back over to Samad, putting up for 2. Will get the board. Over Munoz, won't get it. Georgia Hawk. She's looking mad, puts up 2, but will not get it. I believe there may be a shooting foul, so she'll get another 2 from the line. The last 7 minutes of the night, so both teams need to come out quick. Hawk is 4 of 5 on the night. One more. Make it 5 of 6. 26-34 our score, still within 8. Griffin, however, has the ball in her hands. There's Hawk with the steal. Puts it up. Georgia Hawk, what a play. And Carlsbad sideline getting loud. They're only down by 6. Griffin over to Samad. Munoz batting that one out of bounds. She says, not in my house. Six and a half minutes to go. And a timeout is called, so only down by 6. Carlsbad still in this one. Oceanside will have possession after the short break with chance to put points on the board. And this one is a wasted opportunity. Munoz ends up with the ball. Coelho to Herrera. And this one, and they're calling it on Carlsbad. They're going to call that one on Munoz. And that one might be a tough call. But they're just going to have to eat that one and hope for a better opportunity later. So Madden will throw this in to none other than Griffin, who I have called a lot so far tonight. A high shot over Munoz. And Madden's on that left side all alone. And Griffin on the right side all alone. Nuanez from the middle for 3. Won't get it. Hawk with the rebound. Over to Munoz. And if I had to predict something, Georgia Hawk is the one that's going to bring Carlsbad to the comeback victory into the box. But that one deflected by Samad. Over to Herrera. Back over to Coelho. Munoz. Hawk from 2. In and out. Give me a double-double with spread. She'll slip on the floor. And Munoz will come up with it. It is Carlsbad possession. Maybe something on the floor because one of the Oceanside players took a tumble with the ball in her hands. And now Carlsbad, who only needs 2 threes to tie it up. Herrera wide open, won't get it. Not enough strength from that one. Madden moving it down the court. Right into Coelho's hands, but back into Madden's. She'll put it up. And 1 for Madden. And now a chance to put them up by 9. Defense is key for both these teams. And the score combined is only 64. Madden. From the free throw line, won't get it, but it'll end up back in Morgan's hands for Oside. Back into Madden, up to Griffin, will sink it. 10-point lead now for Oceanside. They have the momentum here, Georgia Hawk. With it, now back to Munoz, over to Coelho. Coelho's had a great night tonight. And I believe that's Carlsbad possession. Bowman and Smith come in. And Georgia hits or misses the shot that would not have counted otherwise. Or either otherwise insist that it would have counted. In case you couldn't tell, I'm very, very tired. Munoz from the baseline. Over to Hawk. Well, after throwing that one in. Kay slips, tumbles, and no foul is called. Griffin essentially shoving over Hawk and putting up the 2. And I believe Carlsbad calling the timeout there, down by 12. And a very interesting play there. Carlsbad possession, down by 12. So it's quick how the tides have turned. Munoz with it, 4 minutes to go, and they need 4 threes or any combination of shots to get it within 12. And that one puts it within 10. Griffin nonchalantly gets that one over to Nuanez. Madden now. Griffin back with it. She's been dangerous all night. Nuanez from the right wing. Over to Griffin. Griffin from 3. Won't get it, and Munoz, or no, that's Herrera, with the rebound. That one, great play by Bowman. That one off target for Munoz. Bowman comes over to make the play. Over to Smith. Smith puts it within 1, or within 8, and 1. And Smith for free. Will get it. That one looked a little sketchy, but no doubt in her skill. Madden. And they might be calling that one on Herrera. Hard to see. And they will be calling it on Herrera. So in comes Samad for likely play the last 3 minutes. And out goes Caitlin Kay. Madden on that side to throw it in over to Griffin. She has been deadly from everywhere on the court. Bowman almost got that one. Madden from the wing. Back over to Samad. She can't hold on to that one. Nuanez, the pump fake. And it will remain in Oceanside's possession. It was off the feet of Smith. 2:37 to go, only down by 7. And this one a miss. Oh, and Bowman, slow to get up. She looks like she's hurting. She took a tough hit. She'll get up, but I believe they will make a substitution in order to preserve her. And if she stays out there, she's gonna stay out there. Bowman obviously showing that toughness and that winner's mentality. Of course, she got the rebound, took the tough hit, and decided to stay out there. So you could tell she wants to win. Of course, Carlsbad only 12-8. So hoping to become 2-2 in the Coastal Division. This one back over to Munoz, over to Smith. Fumbled, Griffin with a breakaway. Won't get it, but they might have been calling a foul. Griffin will get 2 free throws. And everyone's confused. I didn't see much. Obviously, the refs did. And at the same time, they might not be seeing enough after Hawk, of course, was pretty much punched earlier in the game. .216 to go. And 2 free throws here. If she makes both of them, she's already 4 of 6 on the night. She makes these 2, she'll put them up by 9, and it'll make it that much tougher for Carlsbad. Griffin will not get it. Now 4 of 7 on the night. She's got 1 more. Will get the second one, which makes it an 8-point deficit for Carlsbad. Bowman over to Herrera, over to Coelho, back over to Herrera. He's got Hawk in the corner, covered by Samad. Of course, she's moving. Hawk won't get it, right in the hands of Nuanez. Over to Samad, over to Madden. Madden down the court, only one in her way. No charging, she'll get the 2. Now up by 10. With the steal is Nuanez. For 2 is made by Griffin. 12-point deficit now for Carlsbad. The Tides have changed once again. Basketball, a game of momentum and turnovers, and Oceanside has taken advantage of both. A minute 32 to go, 33-45 our score. Carlsbad down by 12 and needing just about a miracle to win this one. A minute 32 left in this one. Our score, 33-45. Carlsbad with possession. And Bowman will be the one to throw this one in from the baseline. Over to Hawk. Hawk over to Herrera. Herrera trying to get around Samad. Over to Carlisle. And they're going to give 2 free throws to Carlisle. Carlisle does not get the first one. Out comes Samad, in comes Caitlin Kay. A minute 20 left, and this one will put it within 11. Carlisle won't get that one, and they're gonna give it to Oceanside, despite the Georgia Hawk rebound. Yeah, it looks like Griffin is gearing up for some free throws. Gianthi comes in, and out comes Georgia Hawk. Griffin will sink that one. 6 of 9 now on the night. And this is her 10th free throw of the night. Won't get it, Bowman with the board. Oh, and a tumble from Nuanez. That's going on her highlight tape. But that one's not going on Bowman's. Griffin will end up with the ball. They're likely to chew the clock out. She's just trying to evade defenders. And we can see the strategy now. Carlsbad just trying to get their hands on Oceanside and get any fouls that they can. Put them up to the line and try to get the ball back quick. So here comes another 2. She's 6 of 10 on the night. Make it 7 of 11. Speaking of that, I could go for a Slurpee right about now. Here comes her 12th free throw of the night. Seven of 12 now. That one out of bounds. And they're giving it to Carlsbad. Over to Herrera. That one a nice jab by Griffin. Herrera will get it back though. And with 40 seconds left, they're down by 14, so they need some quick points. Herrera tripped up. And she'll get 2. sinks the first one. And the second one will put it within 12 with 35 seconds to go. In comes Kay, and a new face we have not seen in a while is number 20. It's Emily Johnson, the sophomore. Herrera will get that one. She's 2 of 2 now. And a nice move. Griffin over to Kay. Almost a nice jab by Herrera, Herrera. Wanez over to Griffin, and she might let the clock run out. Wanez puts it up, no good. Coelho with the recovery. With 4.9 seconds left on the clock, Jayanthi will be the one to throw this one in. Susmitha over to Herrera with 3, 2, 1. And that is it, our final score. Carlsbad 35, Oceanside 47. Carlsbad could not come away with it, but you know that they'll be looking to get back into the win column come next time. Shortly after this, we'll be back with the second half of our doubleheader, so stay tuned for men's varsity basketball taking on El Camino. We'll be right back after this.
First game back tonight, 5:30 and 7 o'clock. Make sure to tune in at chstv.com/sports.
Great game against our Carlsbad varsity girls basketball team, and we played Oceanside. It was a tough loss for our girls, but they will definitely be using that in the next game to improve. Right now we are about to go into our boys varsity basketball game against El Camino, so stay tuned for that. I'm Avery Gallup, and I'm going to send it over to Cash and Roy.
Thank you, Avery. Welcome back to the Lancer Arena. It's a beautiful day, but more after the national anthem. Welcome back to basketball on CHSTV Sports. It's a beautiful Friday night, January 19th, 2024, and it's the second half of our doubleheader matchup. Earlier we had girls basketball losing to Oceanside, but today we have men's basketball. It's sure to be a great one. El Camino entering this game at a record El Camino entering this game at a record of 11-9. Carlsbad, on the other hand, is 18-2 with 8 straight wins.
Try to get the sound of the
Now is the opening lineup for the Carlsbad High School Lancers.
That's Nathan or somebody failed.
They gotta turn off all the lights.
I think they do. Like I said, it's a beautiful night, January 19th, 2024, and it's the second half of this doubleheader matchup. Earlier, girls varsity lost to Oceanside by a score of, I believe, 35-47 or something along the lines of that. But now we get to see the 18-2 men's take on the 11-9 El Camino Wildcats. We'll be with you for it all. Speaking of we, I'm Cash Money Versailles here with Roy Kane and the rest of our wonderful crew. That's Mikey Basista, Sierra Fessler, Leah Poteet, Landon Miller, Avery Gallup, and more. Tip-off just moments away. Roy, how are you doing tonight?
Cash, I'm doing good. I think this game could get out of hand fast. We're looking really dominant these last couple games. And to mention, one of those two losses is to a top 3 ranked team in the nation, Harvard Westlake. I mean, every guy 4 to 5 star. So that was, to me, more of an exhibition game. I don't really count that towards our record. And I think this is going to be a statement game here, especially for Ewan Davis, who transferred from El Camino last year and is now on the Lancers. He's getting a lot of good minutes, rotating around that 6th and 7th man, and I think he'll have a good game tonight.
Absolutely. You also got to talk about the other transfers. Jael Martin has made a statement on this team already. I believe he's had a couple of alley-oops and a bunch of slam dunks already. And, of course, Deuce Sims coming from San Marcos. So they've already made a big difference on the court. Of course, Jael now a senior, so he won't make much of an impact after this season. And Carlsbad's future looks bright in athletics. Of course, the class of 26 football team is stacked. And, of course, basketball and baseball are always looking good as well. 8-minute periods. There's 4 periods tonight, and they're sending their players back to the bench for a moment. But one other man we got to talk about is Tony Duckett. Was flexed out of the center position as soon as Jael transferred, but he has still been as dominant as ever. You could argue that he's been more dominant since Jael came in, because now they got to deal with 2 big bodies. And Tony Duckett this season finally hit the 1,000-point benchmark. And, of course, Jake Hall, the junior, the 3-year starter on the basketball team, hit 2,000 points. Do you think we could see the 3K from Jake Hall by the end of his senior year?
Yeah, I definitely see him hitting that 3K mark. And to talk a little bit about Jael, he's joined the Pepperdine basketball team, the D1 Pepperdine, to join Lorenzo Lamar over there. A great school, great program, and I think he'll fit in really well to that offensive scheme, being the big body he is.
Carlsbad wins the tip-off thanks to the big man, the big body, Jael Martin. And Carlsbad coming out fast. This is how the Carlsbad schemes work. It's get these men moving and get the opponents tired. Sadly, Jake Hall cannot connect on his first shot, but we will see where they go from there. Now with possession is Logan Ardent. He'll get this one over to his teammate, back to Ardent, now over to Jack Jennings. Jack Jennings, a big body himself as well. Now up the middle, Pamari puts it up. First blood goes to El Camino. 2-0, but you can never count these Lancers out, especially when it is only 2-0.
Jordan Gardner dribbles it down the court, uses that right-hand extension to get some separation. Teed up, Jael Martin starts off the game with a quick technical for hanging on the rim. Even though he was anticipating that putback, that's a pretty weak call to give him a technical there.
Ardent gets the rebound after the miss from Jordan Gardner, the junior point guard. And it'll just be a wide open free throw. Number 13, it's Terrion Woodard, the senior. We saw him and Pamari in our streams last year of the basketball game. He is 1 for 2, 3-0 our score. Pamari, of course, with the put up, and Woodard with
Wildcats
the
ball
free
here
throw.
after the technical. Regain possession after the free throws. Logan Ardent gets some separation with Gardner on him. Kicks it over to the wing. Some separation.
Brandon Boone with the ball in his hands. Let's see how dangerous he can be. Pamari, and there's Tony Duckett on the defense.
Off the backboard. Boom! Tony Duckett! Duckett to Jael Martin. Send it up to the big man and let him fly.
Duckett and Jael Martin. We'll see a lot of them tonight. Ardent gets the pass back over to Woodard. Ardent back with the ball in his hands. Duckett on the defense.
Woodyard, last minute decision, and it's blocked, and they're going to call a goaltending. Didn't really get the signal there, but they did get the goaltending. Doesn't matter. Put back layup there for the Wildcats. Tristan Guzman, a little separation on the top. Sees Jordan Gardner down below. Kicks it to the wing to Hall. Has Martin in the corner. Kicks to Martin. Step back. Dirty step back. And oh no. Off track 3 there. Does not get out.
Jake Hall with some good defense. Duckett cannot save that one. Jael already getting a little bit physical tonight. Of course, with his big body, it's hard not to.
I wouldn't keep on calling him big body, Cash. I'd call him long body. I mean, looks like he got to put on some weight, but he definitely sends it down when he gets to the rim.
How tall is Jael? 6'9"?
6'9", around there, 6'10". Looks like some confusion with the ref here. I don't know what there's to argue.
Of course, if you were there for the girls' basketball game, there was some controversy. Of course, Bowman, number 5 of the girls' of Carlsbad, took a nasty hit to the knee. No penalty was called, and Georgia Hawk was essentially punched going down the sideline, toe-to-toe with one of Oceanside's player, and no foul was called either. But it also seemed like the littlest of things were called on Carlsbad. So tough to say if there's any home field advantage with the refs. It's not like we're playing in Kansas City at Arrowhead right now. Or I guess it's GEHA Field now. Number 12 putting that one out.
Jennings with the layup there, assisted from Pamar. Gardner taking up the court one-on-one here. I'll take my odds with Gardner. Hands on, number 2. Give him the foul. Foul on the ground, reaching, number 2. Martin inbounding the ball to Gardner. Got Jake Hall down there by that left block, Duckett by the other block, and Guzman up by that free throw line, kicking a corner. Gardner with the ball, top of the wing, kicks to Hall. Hall kicks to Guzman. Guzman separates, kicks back to Tony. Low tween cross, kicks to corner. Gardner feeds down below, and it looks like it's going to be off Hall's foot down by the block.
Looks like Jake may have forgotten the ball on that one, but that's okay. The man is already a Carlsbad legend, and he's just going to become a spectacle by the end of his career.
Ardent pulling some shifty moves down below with the dribble, handoff to 2. A nice pass down to Jennings, kicks out to Ardent. Ardent separation, back to 13, and in and out. Duckett with the board. Sees Gardner leaking on the left side, takes it all the way. No need to pass when you got an open lane. Duckett for 2.
Ardent back with the ball in his hands. We've called his name quite a bit already in the first 4 minutes.
6'2", 175 junior Logan Ardent, played for Game Point AAU team. Good player there.
Woodard.
Good ball movement here by the Wildcats. Just could not come down with it. Board by Martin. Kicks it to Hall. Risky pass. Tipped. Stolen. Kicks to Ardent in the corner. Little
Does not
off.
sink it. Martin with the board. Getting a little bit physical.
Give me 3, Gardner. Boom!
Sinks it. And they'll tie it up 7 apiece. 3.5 minutes left in the first period.
Jordan Gardner, the junior, one of another starters, joining Jake Hall in that 2025 class. He'll be returning. Great defender, great hustler, but can get a little frisky like that and get some reaching fouls. We got Wilson, Freeney, Jet Kennedy, and Ewan Davis, the transfer last year from El Camino, all subbing in. Guzman, Gardner, and Martin all subbing out.
Sanfrini, of course, y'all probably remember him from the football team. He's an SDSU commit for football, and we saw him make a bunch of big plays transferring from Ball High School. Was it Ball High School?
Ball High School. Woodyer
and there's
inbounds.
Jet
Jet Kennedy takes it. Lay me. Jet Kennedy with the lay. The finger roll. Nice touch there.
Jet Kennedy was a 3-sport athlete his freshman year, decided to stick with baseball and basketball after that year, and he may be returning to the gridiron this fall, so we'll have to wait and see that one. Jet Kennedy with the board. Speak of the devil, he'll take this one back over to Jake Hall, the class of 25 Demons, over to Sanfrini.
Sanfrini, little tween cross. Not too much separation there. Kicks to Duckett. Pull up from the wing. Missed there. Jennings with the board. Kicks to Pamar. Dribbling down. Cutting up the middle.
And there's Sanfrini making up for it. Over to Jake Hall. Over Jennings will get it. And Lancers up 11-7.
Timeout by the Wildcats. That's what you like to see. A nice 7-point run there from the Lancers. Regains the lead.
I feel like it was a
4.
9-point run, if anything, Roy.
Well, it was 7.
All right. Sorry, I can't count. I got to go back to first grade. And the break already over.
Cash, what are your thoughts on these new Lancer uniforms?
Pretty clean, pretty clean. Carlsbad's got some of the best uniforms in San Diego. Of course, they were awarded best uniforms for football from PPR. And, of course, these basketballs, the all-whites with the purple accents, they're pretty clean. El Camino, of course, you know, normally you don't think of brown as a very good color, but I'll be honest, the brown and yellow accent each other nicely.
Yeah, I don't know about those unis, though, Cash. Not my favorite. Logan Arden dribbling up the court. We got Davis on him. A little bit of chatter from the crowd. Knows this is a big game for Davis. Jet Kennedy guarding down low, and the steal. I could see a big one.
Sanfrini!
Oh my God! Sit down, little boy. Let the man fly. I don't care about the technical. He is up in the sky, sending it down, big man. Sanfrini. Boom, 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 boom. That's a body. Put him in the sky and let him fly.
The Carlsbad sideline is hype, and that is an understatement. The entire Carlsbad roster is just taunting El Camino with the head top. Of course, Sanfrini did that in the gridiron quite a bit.
I do not care about a technical whatsoever. That was a yam.
I think Sanfrini's in his head. I don't think he gets this. Woodard.
Oh my God.
Gets
I've never seen a bigger poster in the last 5 years in Carlsbad history. That was body to body. 13 jumped with him. Why are you jumping? Oh my Lord, Cash. Sanfrini. Send it down, big man.
It'll go back to El Camino possession, down by 5. And the boys trying to avenge the girls' roster from the loss they suffered earlier. Of course, both sides' emphasis is defense and playing fast, playing quick, and playing sound. We saw that from the women's. And the sideline calling for Sanfrini to do it some more. Ardent from the right side gets it over. Eventually ends in the hands of Boone. Boone over to Woodard. Woodard does not get it up. Duckett with the take. Duckett taking it down himself. He'll put it up, and he will put it in. 15-8.
Euro. Tony Duckett working them feet down below. Gets to the right side. Finger roll lay. Got Trent Mell subbing in the game, number 15. The sophomore, 2026. He's a sniper, Cash, known for his deadly, deadly shot.
This short break, enough time for both sides to get a breather, and I imagine that number 13, Terrion Woodard, the senior guard and forward, the shooting guard and the small forward, he's got to get back in his own head, because the only man living rent-free in his brain right now is Will Sanfrini, because he's going to be looking at Instagram tonight or tomorrow morning.
Dude, I'm getting that on ESPN. I'm getting that on Rivals. I'm getting that on Balls. Like, oh, my God, and he just got subbed out. Number 13 is having a rough one after taking a poster all the way. Cash, and also, it wasn't just like he fell back down on his feet. He fell to the ground, and Sanfrini stared him down, said, "You a little boy."
Into the game comes Sean Siddiqui, the junior small forward. And both sides conversing. It's Boone and Ardent from El Camino, and Hall and Davis from Carlsbad. The break's still going and El Camino talking, so we'll take a little break from our end to catch a breather.
It's going to be a long day for the Wildcats, Cash. I don't like the energy by them already.
Absolutely. I just realized El Camino does not have a number 2 on their roster, so I've been calling Brandon Boone all night, but we see Brandon Boone now. Wearing the 3 over on that other side, matched up against Trenton Mel. Number 2 runs out of time.
Timeout, Wildcats. Got 1:42 left in this first quarter. First of all, Cash, we started off with that off the backboard oop. Tony Duckett to Jael Martin. Boom. Sends it down. And then, fast break. Sanfrini taking it down the wing on the right side. That man took off behind the block and sent it down on 13. 13 was not ready for that. Will Sanfrini got out of the gym high, Cash, and stared him down after said, "You a little boy." Personally, I'm not taking that.
Roy, if I ever had Will do that to me under the hoop, I'm hanging up the cleats, I'm hanging up the shoes, hang up the jersey. I'm done. You know what? I don't want to play that sport anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
Of course, when Will transferred to Carlsbad, not only did we know of his football spectacle, but we also knew he could ball on the court as well. Pamari over to number 2. Again, do not know number 2's name. He is not on the roster. I suspect it may be Devin McGee. I do not see a number 1 on their sideline, but we will not call it for now. Trenton Mel, it's over his head, but it's no good. Pamari, what a dunk!
Pamari got up there. That boy rocking the green mellows. He wanted to get up there on that one. He had to respond from the Martin dunk and then the Sanfrini poster. I mean, Cash, Will clipped the number 13.
And now they call it. Jake Hall was looking for that call the entire time he had the ball in his hands, and he got it the second time around. Sorry for the background noise. It must have been a Bills Mafia fan back there jumping on a table. Sanfrini will toss this one into Jake Hall. Jake Hall, of course, won MVP at the national competition earlier in the year. Over to Mel, over to Davis. Davis trying to get some space, over to Sanfrini, back over to Kennedy. He hit a half-court shot in the same competition. Jake Hall now back over on that left, tossing it over to Mel from the corner. Underthrown just a little bit. Davis fighting for that one, got a little too physical for the ref's liking.
I don't know how that's a foul, a loose ball foul. That's just a great hustle to the ball, and Pamari just kind of sold the foul there pretty well.
Davis over to Sanfrini. It's a low. He can't get it. Kicks it over to Kennedy.
Swing.
Back over to Davis. Davis over to Sanfrini. He had Mel, but Sanfrini does not have
Good old
three.
board by Kennedy. Kicks it down to Sanfrini. Gets the loose ball, kicks back to Davis.
He had the three, but he was expecting Ardent to come in and just swat it.
Hall with some high pressure at the top. Got number 3 on him. Shake and bake. Give me a spin move.
Jake Hall will get it. No assist from Sanfrini.
Offensive goaltending. Gosh, that was terrible. That ball did not look like it was going in. And I don't think Carlsbad's used to having high flyers like these boys on these teams. Like, we are going for every putback cash, and sometimes it hurts us. But that was a great little spin move and a little floater fadeaway from Hall. It fell in, but the basket will not count due to a offensive goaltending.
Carlsbad up 15-10 after 1, and they're the only ones with fouls so far. They have 4 of them. El Camino with 0. So after this short break, we will return for the second period. Start of the second here, and El Camino will start off with possession. It's Ardent against Sanfrini, and he'll kick it over to Pamari. Shout out to my boy Kamari. Ardent over to Boone for 3, sinks it, puts it within 2, and the El Camino crowd is getting hyped for that one.
Boone with a little chatter to the Carlsbad bench there, but Hall responds, taking it to the left side and showing that left-hand finger roll. Give him 2. Ardent, get into the rim. Give me that! Give me that! Give me that! No way!
Oh, Jael looking hurt. He took a slam once he hit that ground, and he looks in pain.
Not today! Ha ha ha.
Jake Hall shut up the haters real quick. And
no, the real person that shoved the haters was Martin. Jael went up there and said, no, stop playing with me. Don't throw that up there. Boom.
In comes In comes Gardner, and you got to imagine Tony Duckett with his experience at center, he's going to be moved back to center, him or Sanfrini.
I wouldn't say he really personalized in center. It was more a role play at Carlsbad. But in AAU, he was definitely a guard. So I don't think a center really plays too much as a factor.
Over Ardent's head. He'll get back to it in time. Ardent trying to find space. Kicks it up, and that 3 is no good. Garner with the rebound. Puts it up. And a nice play offensively by Duckett, but it'll end up in the hands of El Camino. So they're both going fast. Another 3 from 15, and he'll sink it.
Sadiki for 3. Ardent with the dish out to the right wing. Feeds him. Lancers up 1. Ewan Davis, little bake there to the left side. Kicks up to Hall. Hall decides to take it to the right block. Gets around his defender, misses. Good board by Gardner. Kicks it out to Tony in the corner. Falls down. Looks like there was a little bit of contact, not called. But Boom with the rebound. Kicks it all the way up. Oh, got a reach foul there from Tony Duckett. A little bit of a gamble to get to that ball, and it does not pay off.
Both sides getting physical tonight. Martin comes in, and Sanfrini heads out. At
Great
the same
minutes
time,
there.
in comes Woodard, and out goes number 2.
Great minutes there from Sanfrini. Doesn't even start, and he still makes some of the biggest plays of the game. And I think, really, Cash, the biggest part of Sanfrini's game is his defense. Getting up, being able to protect the rim with his blocks, and just playing lockdown defense. You need someone like that on the team, and he gives you that attributes.
Will Sanfrini had an impressive vertical with 20 pounds on his shoulders and on his head, and the gridiron with football equipment.
Oh my gosh, he was so scared of the footsteps. Siddiqui heard Jael Martin all
J.
the
Cole
way.
from
Give me
three, does not get it. Jael trying to put that one in if it wasn't good. Siddiqui
kicks to Arden, feeds down to Pamari. Pamari with the high range 2.
And it'll be Carlsbad possession.
Carlsbad possession here. We got Jennings subbing back into the game for Siddiqui. Good minutes there from him. Lancers lead 17-16. 5:47 left in the second quarter. Jordan Gardner dribbling up, playing point guard here. We got Boone guarding him, face guarding, top of the key, kicks to Hall. Hall with a little bit of a jab step, loving the play develop. Spin move, give me the fade. Good shot attempt there.
He did not give you the fade, Roy. Woodard with the dunk out of his head, but obviously not enough. Martin with the board, shoves a man, and they will call it. Duckett will put it in.
On the ground, we got on the ground block here. Number 11, Pamari, got in the way of the fast break, did not set his feet. Easily could have been a charge with Martin heading at you, but he did not take advantage of that. We got Hall inbounding the ball here. Tony Duckett at that right block. Gardner at that left block. Guzman at the left corner, and Jael at the right. Kicks it off his back. High IQ moment there from Jake Hall, and he gets the bucket. That's big time for the kid. Kicked it off the defender's back, not paying attention. Inbounded the ball to himself and got a nice floater. What touch from Hall.
Ardent kicks it over to Jennings.
Good back cut there.
Woodard will get the board and will put it up. So we are still close here in the second. 4:50 to go, and it's 19-18.
Great response there from Woodard. Got the O board, kicks to Gardner, kicks to Martin, boom! Head top! You do not want to jump with the man. Send it down, big fella. 21-18 Lancers. We got Ardent right wing here, dribbling up, a lot of space. Woodyard on that left, kicks it over. We got Martin on him, a little bit of a reaching. We got Jennings rolling around, back to Ardent at the top of the key. Tony Duckett on him, Boone to him. Gardner with the steal, great defense there.
Gardner puts it up, does not get it. Ardent with the board. He'll take it back out.
Fast break here.
Woodard puts it up, and they are still back within one.
What a game here. The Wildcats are finding every opportunity to respond, and they are executing. Tony Duckett, little tween cross, spin move, step back from the left, free throw. Does not fall. Woodyard with the layup. Kicks down to Boone. Got Martin contesting. Then we got Guzman on Woodyard. Top of the key. Ardent has the ball. Gardner. Mary coming for the screen on that left side. A little bit of a moving screen there. Ardent on the right wing. Takes it up. Little step back. Contested. Does not fall. Gardner with the O board. With the D board, excuse me.
Tough
Kicks
shot selection there from Ardent. Over to Duckett, back out to Jael. Does not choose to go for three. In and out of his hands.
Good defense there from the Wildcats. Woodyard, a little nonchalant pass there to Ardent for the non-contested left layup. And the Wildcats have the lead, ladies and gentlemen, 22-21. Gardner calling a play, tapping his head. We got Ardent not guarding him too high up. Gardner is definitely not known for his shooting, but Jennings with some great defense. And I see a lot of complaining here from the Lancers. We are holding our hands up after every single play instead of getting back on defense. I think this is a time when we call timeout. Coach Allard, call timeout right here. I think we need to reorganize. We need to get back into this game. The crowd has to get into it as well, and it looks like El Camino is dominating the crowd factor. A lot of isolation offense, and another
that
bad
one
pass.
right in the hands
Another
of
bad
Pamari.
pass. We might need a timeout here. This could be the dagger. Oh, no. Got to get an O board. I'm seeing a timeout right there. Knew it. Allard needed the timeout. The Wildcats take a demanding 5-point lead, and to the Lancers, it definitely feels like a 10-point lead. So much energy gone into that 7-0 run there. We started off the game with the Lancers on the 7-0 run. Now the Wildcats take the 7-0 run, and it looks like this is going to be a game of runs like it always is. The Lancers down 5 with 2:31 left in this second quarter. Cash, what do you think the Lancers need to do to get back in this game?
I think they just need to get They need to get out of their heads. They need to stop thinking and play natural Carlsbad football, or sorry, basketball. They need to believe in their abilities, believe in the scheme, believe in the play calling, and just, if something doesn't go right, trust that no matter what, Carlsbad will get the ball back, and they'll come away with the win.
I think the Lancers need to stop complaining. They have to stop worrying about things they can control. They have to start worrying about getting boards, something they can control, and not the ref, which they can't control. That will get in their head. They won't be getting back on defense, and it just makes it a big lackluster when you have one guy on a 3-on-1 down there. Kicks to Kennedy, kicks it over to Guzman to the right, swings it back to Sam Freeney, who subbed in at the timeout. Back to Kennedy, feeds over to Davis in that left corner. He has Hall leaking up to the left, takes it, and it looks like we're going to get a reaching foul on the ground by the Wildcats. We got Jake Hall inbounding the ball on that right side under the rim. We got Davis, left block, Kennedy, right block. Sanfrini top, kicks it out to Davis to that left corner, feeds it down to Hall at the block. One-on-one against Jennings, decides to take it himself. Give me a pump fake, sends it to the line for 2. Great move there and great IQ.
Up on the next one, and of course a Jake Hall 3. They'll tie that game back up, and the momentum will be back in Carlsbad's hand, but it starts with this one. Hall sinks the first one. He'll head back to the line for the second one to put it within 3. And the El Camino away crowd is not loud anymore. There was a point in time where they were the loud ones. It did not feel like a home game to the Lancers. Number 2 taking on Davis. Kicks it out to number 10. Finds it back over to 2. Back up, dunk!
Boom! Get up there, big fella.
Justin
number 10.
Johnson, the freshman guard. Sanfrini trips.
Yeah.
And they're going to call it on El Camino.
That's a reach. I don't want to hear any call. I don't want to hear any whining from number 3. Stop reaching. The boos. Okay. Lancers down 5. 140 left in the quarter before half. We got Hall inbounding the ball. A 3-ball could be special here, Cash. Really could be. Pomer subbing in for Boone. Boone with some good minutes. Definitely some great defensive stops. But now, this is when we have to get a bucket. Must make here.
Jake
Got
Hall.
a little box formation here. Maybe a cross or down screen. Sam Freeney gets some separation on that right corner. Kicks the Hall. Substitutes him at that right corner. Drives on Jennings. Jennings with some good defense. Nope, not anymore. That's a foul. That is a foul. I don't know what these refs are looking at. That is an obvious foul. Woodyard, corner, kicks it out. Pump fake.
Triple coverage on Woodard on that one. He had to kick it out fast.
I'd watch Jennings in the corner down here, number 12. Ewan Davis with some great defense. Give me that cookies. Reach in the jar and give me that. Hey!
Back within 3. That's Will Sanfrini.
That boy already had the peanut butter. He had the bread, and he just had to put some jelly on it. Send it up, boy. Oh my gosh! Maybe hit rim,
from Johnson.
Davis. Justin Johnson, Ewan Davis. A lot of momentum here for the Lancers side. Little crossover, not gonna fall. Great move there though for the Euro step. Sanfrini gets it back. Sanfrini wants it. Takes it to the middle. He wanted to punch it, but he didn't. A lackluster layup. And Coach Allard looks very frustrated on the side. A 3 could be very bad here, and he drains it. Woodyard knocks down the 3 to make the Wildcats lead 6 points. Lancers need a bucket here. No shot clock. 23 seconds. Ewan Davis dribbles it down, kicks it over to Jake Hall. He has Jennings on him. Far top right wing. Jake Hall's definitely holding this for the last shot.
He just absolutely trucks Jennings.
Jennings with the block. Could have took a charge, but once again, they can't. And that's a great play by Hall. He's getting to the line, getting an easy 2 points knockdown.
Hall 2 for 2 so far on the night. Can he keep that 100% percentage?
Oh my gosh.
No, he cannot. 2 of 3 now.
You jinxed it, Cash. You don't see that much. You don't see that often. Oh, can we get a violation there by Justin Johnson? This is a big make here to cut this down to 5. And with that being said, they are going to have the last shot. So they'll have a chance to definitely end the half with some momentum.
Jake Hall sinks that one. Now only a 5-point deficit for Carlsbad.
Logan
so it
Arden.
looks like Carlsbad will end both halves with the deficit. Both sides
Arden
running
steps back.
fast.
Arden with the screen. He has Sam Freeney on him. Cooks a little, and that's a foul. No, that isn't a foul. No, Jennings, no. Oh,
Jennings does not put it up. Our
We
score
definitely-
after one half, 26-31, and both sides trying to run away with it, but right now it's El Camino. So shortly after shortly after this half, we'll be right back with some more Carlsbad basketball coverage from us at CHSTV Sports.
Everyone, Jace! Here's how the handled ice cream halftime contest works. Each participant will get 4 shots, layup, free throw, 3-point shot, half-court shot, and 1 prize ranging from a free single scoop to a free ice cream or a meal. Tonight's first participant is Chloe Loco. With 40 seconds on the clock. And number the free throw.
Got a suspension, a 6-game suspension. Brandon, like a 4-game. He got a red card today. He got 2 more games.
That is a free pint of ice cream. One for the court. That is a quart of ice cream. And now, for a year of free handled ice cream. Not bad. Congratulations, Chloe. Our next contestant is Chase Bazaar. 40 seconds on the clock. That's a single scoop.
Jace, bro, what the fuck? What was that? Chloe beat you. What was that, bro? You better be better than me.
told me to like get ready.
Compared to 10 bucks.
Your arm getting tired? Face is very rough.
Every time I walk over there is when I smell it.
We're tossing to Avery in 30 seconds.
Okay.
Make sure Landon knows. Well, somebody secure me. So.
Yeah, every time I walk over there, it smells it.
The start of the second half will be here momentarily. It's men's basketball on CHSTV Sports, and the second half is this close. You can't see me, but we're very close to starting. We're just moments away. And if you're just joining us, Carlsbad girls lost earlier today by, I believe, 35-47 or a similar score. And, of course, men's basketball currently losing 26-31 to El Camino right now. And it is a close one. It's been a battle of runs between both sides. Of course, Carlsbad had a big run in the first period, and in the second period, it seemed it was all El Camino. So, Roy, run me through your idea of how both sides can try to attain victory today.
Yep, the Lancers definitely have to start playing some teamwork basketball. We definitely have to stop worrying about things we cannot control. The refs we can't control. But getting back on defense, getting offensive rebounds, getting defensive rebounds is stuff we can control. And definitely just keeping up the momentum where we had at the start of that first quarter and not letting the Wildcats get this lead out of hand, Cash.
Wildcats, of course, just trying to hold on to that lead.
Boom! That's how you start it. Hall kicks out to the right wing. Give me three. Boom!
As the half is starting, we'll send it over to Avery, live sideline reporting. What do you got, Avery?
What's going on, Carlsbad fans? I'm here live with Chloe Noto, and she participated in the handles halftime contest. So Chloe, you did not make the first scoop shot, but surprisingly you eventually made the court shot and the pine shot. So how do you feel about that?
I'm feeling really good. You know, I was a little sad that I didn't make the first shot, but I'm glad that I made 2 others.
I am so excited for you. So what was going through your head when you were down there on the court?
I was just trying to stay focused, and
yeah, congratulations on your free ice cream. So excited for you. Thank you so much, and I'm going to send it back to Cash and Roy.
Thank you, Avery. It was a quick start for Carlsbad, but no points on the board since. 29-31 our score. And it is Oceanside ball. Pamari will kick this one over to Woodard.
Woodard got Hall on him, top of the key. Kicks it over to number 2 at that right side wing. Got Guzman on him. Got Arden drifting over to get the ball. Doesn't look like number 2 wants to feed it to him, but he kicks it to Pamari, kicks it over, swings left wing. Woodyard has the ball with his pivot, brings it over to the top of the key, moves handoff to Jennings. Jennings with Jael on him. Another handoff to, oh, pump fake. What a play from Logan Arden. Let the men jump.
Garner will take this one out for Carlsbad. A nice block by Jael, but he can't hold on to it. This one recovered by 2, gets it over to Jennings. Jennings puts the spin on Gardner, and a nice tip by Jael Martin to keep that, or to get that one off course. Over to Hall on the right side. Pump fake, will not take it. Spin move, trying to find an open man. Gets it up the middle, over to Duckett on that far corner. Almost.
That's a defensive foul, Woodyard. That's a push. He was scared of Jael getting that board, Cash. You can't do that. Yes, you cannot do that. Lancers cut the deficit down just to 4. I mean, Cash, let's say you're going up for a layup. You see Jael jump, and you already shot the ball. I might as well just walk back and get back on defense.
Jael will get this done. Over to Garner, back over to Jael, but it's over his man, and how you overthrow a 6'9" target is, it's got to be an interesting thought, and definitely not something he's going to want to see on the tape tomorrow. Pamari from the top of the arch, over to Woodard on the left wing. Back over
Siddiqui.
to Siddiqui.
Kicks it back to Woodyard, top of the key. Got Guzman on him. Perimeter offense here. We got Arden swinging back up to the top of the key. Looks around, swings to Woodyard to the right side. Then he kicks to Pamari down low at the block, and it looks like Guzman is going to get called on the reach in there, down at the right block.
El Camino playing a very patient game to start the second half. Trying to just take their lumps, trying to play their type of ball, and try to keep it out of Carlsbad's hands, who likes to play fast, who likes to play tough, and of course try to tire out their opponents with running around the course. That's why Carlsbad conditions so much in pretty much
not
a great
today.
block. Duckett
Jelly
gets it.
Jelly for love.
A great sequence of events. The Martin block and the Duckett layup puts it within 2, and it's back to El Camino.
Oh yeah, 2 game point alums here. Jordan Gardner on Woodyard now. Handoff to number 2. Number 2 launches it from deep, does not fall. Martin with the defensive board. Swings it over to Duckett, left wing. Decides to take it, and he got pickpocket. And they're going to give it to the Lancers out on Woodyard there. But a good attempt there for the steal. We got Tony Duckett inbounding the ball. We are down to the Lancers, 31-33, the Wildcats. Sadecki guarding Hall, spin move, give me that.
Jake Hall cannot get it over to Pamari, over to Arden. Arden kicks it over to Woodard from 3, does not sink it.
That could have been a big dagger, but he did not. Gardner, give me lay. Oh, almost a foul. Thank you. Jordan Gardner with a great take to the rack. 2 free throws, an opportunity to tie it up right here.
Jake Hall, 3 of 4 from the line. And I believe this is the only the second time a Carlsbad player this is the first time a player that isn't Jake Hall has stepped up to the line, because a lot of teams have seen a lot of tape on Jake Hall, and they try their best to keep it out of his hands and try to just force fouls and limit his damage.
He's a bucket, though. He dropped 50 on Mikey.
And that one is no good, so he is 0 for 1, and Carlsbad 3 for 5 in total from the line. And we saw a lot of free throws in the earlier game with Carlsbad playing down, trying to force a lot of penalties. Garner is 0 for 2. Underthrows that one, and it'll go into the hands of Arden.
Kicks it over to Boone, right wing. Got Hall guarding him, forcing him right here. Little spin move, kicks up to Pomari. Top of the key, swings over to Siddiqui. Left wing. Got Pomari rotating around. Arden kicks up to the top. Pomari fed down to the left block.
Siddiqui from 3 will not get it. Mark with the board, but Woodard with the steal over to Pomari. He'll sink it in, but
there's a blocking foul on Jael. Did not decide to jump there. So they're going to get him with a block, but that's low-key good. I believe a good foul there is better than an open layup. You never do anything that you give up an open layup. That's a great play because they might not even get any points out of this possession now. We got Arden inbounding the ball here. A little Trey Stack kicks down to Woodyard with a nice layup. Jael caught sleeping down below on that left block. Ewan Davis dribbling up with Arden, one of his best friends. Then we got Tony Duckett taking it to the rim. Left hand! Oh my gosh! Sadaki didn't even know where it was, and it came up and hit him. Jael Martin with the putback on your head.
Siddiqui will try and get his get back here. That one will be in the favor of El Camino. Jake Hall punched it out, but it will remain El Camino possession. No backcourt violation there. It'll go Arden's way, and Arden on that right side. Jael staying physical the way he's been all game. Boone over to Woodard. Woodard trying to put some moves on him. Jump shot, cannot get it.
That's a big
back
board.
over to Boone from 3, and he
sinks it. That's a dagger, Cash. That is not what you want to see as a Lancer fan. What a board there. That's where it started from Pomari. The offensive board kicks out to Boone, and then he drains the 3. That's what I'm talking about, Cash. I called it. You can't give up lackluster O boards just because you're not going to attack. They do all the dirty work. They box out, and they don't even run to go get the ball. That is a terrible play there from the Lancers, and it gives the Wildcats a 5-point lead.
Jennings comes in. Siddiqui comes out.
Tony Duckett, jab step, left rip to the outside. Get up there, big fella.
Tony Duckett is dangerous from anywhere you put him. Ewan Davis will hand him over to Kennedy. Woodard from that wing. It's Jennings, not over Jael. There is Jake Hall with the board. He's got a fast break. He will put it up and put it within 1. It's 2:15 on the clock, and it's a 37-38 ball game. Back over to Arden, and a great play by Duckett. Hit the wall. Jake Hall puts it up. Board. Jake Hall again, and the Lancers retake the lead.
I'm going to be honest, Cash. I do not know how that is not a foul on Logan Arden there. He got hit pretty hard. A lot of contact on that layup attempt. And it looks like Jennings is going to be Jennings with the push. Yeah, Jennings with the push. It's going to be an offensive foul. Lancers up 1, regain possession. Got Kennedy in the game. We got Jake Hall. We got Jael Martin. We got Ewan Davis, and we got Tony Duckett. 39-38, a low-scoring defensive battle here, but the buckets are definitely some huge ones.
Timeout El Camino, and the momentum has swayed to the side of the purple and gold. Carlsbad is on a 6-0 run so far, trying to extend it as they'll get the possession back. So while both sides take a break, we'll take a quick break here from us. The break is over and we are back. 39-38 our score. The Lancers with possession. And while they're going in front of us, we'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. We could not produce this live broadcast without their generous support of CHSTV Sports live stream telecast. Special thanks to our title sponsor this evening, GoPro, the world's most versatile camera. Additional thanks goes to That Pizza Place, Sober Surgeries, Fix Auto, Mossy Nissan, Ryan Kane. Thank you to all of our sponsors. All of them are featured on CHSTV's website at chstv.com, where you'll find links to their respective websites. Once again, thank you for supporting our broadcast. You know we'll put those donations to good use. And by good use, I mean my bank account. That, for legal reasons, that is a joke. 39-38 our score. Ardent kicks it over to Boone on that right side.
Boone dribbling right wing, kicks to Jennings, swings across to Woodyard. Left wing kicks down to the block to Jennings. Got Ardent swinging up. Backdoor find there. Kicks back out to Pomari. Pomari with a floater. Looks like there was a charge attempt there from Davis. Did not fall, but the floater did not fall. Kennedy dribbling down the court. Got Jennings on him. Kicks over to Davis. Left wing. Got Woodyard on him. Feeds over to Tony. Tony slowing it down at the middle of the court. The logo. Jake Hall screen right. Looks like Tony's going to take it. Try to give a little backdoor cut there to Jael. Oh, nice move there from Duckett with the nice right-hand layup.
Tony Duckett has been on ice skates all night. It doesn't even look like he's taking steps. In midair, he's just switching directions. And during the break, Roy and I were talking, every single El Camino Carlsbad basketball game seems to be very reminiscent of a Carlsbad Mission Hills football game, where they always seem to play each other at their best, play some damn good defense, and keep the games low scoring. Carlsbad has been very good offensively.
Hall.
Jake Hall!
God.
No foul! Ewan
Kennedy.
Davis looking for a check. Kennedy
Good
gets
feed.
it over to Hall.
Oh, needed that for the program. Lancers up 3 going into the final quarter, 41-38. Couple missed opportunities there from Hall, but great offensive showing from the Lancers and just great all around. What a game, Cash.
Absolutely. As you can see on your screen, it's the scoreboard, 41-38. We're heading into the fourth period. I almost called it the fourth inning. I've been watching too much baseball. And Carlsbad up. They turned that 6-0 run into an 8-0 run. Carlsbad retains all of the momentum. And I just want to applaud Carlsbad's hard-fought effort, because both Jake Hall's taken a couple hard tumbles on the court. Jael, of course, had that smack and then landed right on his shoulder. I would have broken my collarbone if that was me, but of course I don't have that vert. So it's pretty hard to do that. But Carlsbad's just been playing tough all night, and they've been playing physical. And I think that's what ever since, Jael transferred in, and of course, Sims and Davis, ever since these guys, these big bodies are transferring in, both tall, lengthy, and even wider bodies, ever since they try to get in, they're playing more physically, and the refs are letting them play. Eight minutes left in regulation, and Carlsbad is only up 3. So it is still anybody's ball game. So I think whoever gets the next run, if Carlsbad continues this run, they're going to win. If El Camino regains momentum, they're going to win. I think this is where the game will be won. Number 2, over to Ardent.
Good feed down to Ardent. Brings it over to the right corner. Got Hall defending. Looks like there's not too much movement on this offensive side. Ardent decides to take it himself. Nice move there and draws the foul. It looks like Duckett got hit pretty hard in the shin. Let's hope it's not serious, Cash. Looks like he'll be able to walk it off, but that looked like it was head right to the shin. Ardent with a physical take there to the rim. Mutual high five there, though, from Tony and Logan. But Ardent to the line for 2 to put it to a 1-point game.
Honestly, I'm surprised that Tony is as calm and collected as he is after taking a hit to the knee I'll be honest. If I was down there, I would not be too calm and collected as Tony is. But Tony's a different breed. Arden.
Oh, no.
0 for 2. Pamari with the board. Siddiqui puts up the 3 to tie it up, and the run is over for Carlsbad. So it's all tied up. We're back to ground zero. Jake Hall over to Jet Kennedy, the class of 25 brothers out there. Duckett, Jael.
Good feed there to Hall, and a nice layup. Great pass there from Jael Martin, and a great cut there from Hall. And another mention, Jet Kennedy, as though he looks like a great baller, he's also a D1 baseball committed to Cal University. A lot of D1 men on this team.
Of course, like I mentioned earlier, Jet Kennedy may also be returning to the gridiron this year, so it'll be fun to see him should he make the commitment to do so. As I said,
back
freshman
out to
three-sport athlete. Siddiqui from that left side, trying to get around Hall, puts it up.
Oh my
God!
Great box out there from Kennedy. Starts the fast break, dribbles to the right side, decides to take it all the way, and he does. Layup for 2.
Fast turnaround for El Camino. Woodard to number 2, puts it up.
Yeah, that was a jelly.
2.
That was tough. Number 2 had some hang time there. Filet. Dude, Siddiqui thinks he's tough, pushing Kennedy around. Kennedy's about to get a bucket right here. Come on, Jet. Start working. Hall decides to take a spin move.
And they're going to call a shooting foul.
Get him to the line. Sanfrini getting ready to sub in. What a play there from Jake Hall. Give me a spin move. Gets the line for 2.
Jake Hall, 3 of 4 on the night from the line. We'll see how he does here. Hall will not get the first one. 3 of 5 now. In comes Sanfrini, out comes Martin. They might be saving him for later should they need him. Of course, up by 2. This one to put it up by 3. It's Jake Hall.
I think Sanfrini is the person we've been missing, Cat. The energy started with him on the court, and the energy needs to pick up with him back on the court. Tony Duckett, Gunnar Whittier at the top, swings it over. Jake Hall to the wing. Justin Johnson dribbling, decides not to take it.
Great ball by Ewan Davis.
Give it
Puts
to him.
It up.
Gosh, where's
Jake
the
Hall
foul?
with the board. Over to Duckett. Duckett won't get it. Back to El Camino. Woodard to Ardent. Sanfrini does not get the block. It's back down to a 1-point
I don't get it. I don't get how that's
Carlsbad.
hands-up defense. Ewan Davis played great defense, went up for that, 2 men on him, and it did not fall because there was so much contact. Give me the Euro. Give me the and 1. Ewan Davis playing his team that he left from last year. This means something, and he just showed what it means. What a play. Ewan Davis. Give me 1. Free throw here to force it to a 4-point game. What a play. Responds from all the contact, and he gets it back.
Davis
knocks it
gets
down.
it.
That's big for the program, Cash. Full court press here.
Siddiqui over to Justin Johnson.
Feeds it to Logan Arden on that right wing. Logan Arden, a little spin move. Kicks it out to Woodyard. This could be big. And it does not fall. What a box out from Ewan Davis. But Wilson Freeney hit from the back. Oh, foul there. Who's it on, though? Who had possession? How can you justify a call there? Oh, what is the foul?
And I think they're going to give Carlsbad possession.
I don't know. I'm very confused. Looks like Jake Hall's a little curious. Looks like Allard's talking to the ref. I don't like this. I think they're going to call the foul on us right here.
Out comes Sanfrini.
And they do. They give us the foul. That's not good.
Garner will head in.
4-point game. Logan Arden inbounding the ball. Hits Justin Johnson. Left corner. Pull up in front of Jet. Jet Kennedy with the defensive board. Wants to take possession. Jordan Gardner kicks out. Let him take control. Let the man work. 1v1 against Woodyard. Swings it over to Ewan Davis. Feels comfortable. Decides not to shoot. Kicks it over to Kennedy. Handoff to Duckett. Breaks between them. And one, count it. He's in the air. I don't know how they justify that being on the ground. I don't like that call, Cash. Got Jake Hall inbounding the ball here. Lancers up 4, 49-45, 4:38 left in the final quarter to play.
Carlsbad might start taking it a little bit slower. It will be Carlsbad possession through the legs of Jake Hall, and not good effort on Jake Hall there. Just letting it go, putting his hands up. Ref.
Cash, I think this is the possession of the game. If they get a bucket here, they're in it. If they're not, I think it can get real out of hand here. The Lancers need to capitalize with a defensive stop.
Arden trying to play it safe.
Feeds to Justin Johnson, brings to the free throw line, kicks back out to Logan Arden, slows it down a little, has Tony Duckett guarding him at the top of the key. Isolation, tween cross spin move, brings it in, and it looks like that's going to be off Arden, and it is right off the leg. Good take, but cannot execute. Ewan Davis and Jordan Garner and Tony Duckett all down there to force the pressure. Lancers regain possession, up 4 with 4 minutes left in this one.
In comes Jennings and number 2. Out goes Ardent and Siddiqui.
Interesting play here, taking out one of their main ball handlers, Logan Arden. Definitely saving him, getting him a breather to get back in this game. Jordan Gardner taking it. Justin Johnson guarding him. Swings it down to the block, the wing. Jake Hall, little hezzy jab.
Does not get it. They're going to give it to El Camino. 49-45 our score, so El Camino will get the ball back, and this could very well be the possession that changes it. Of course, still 3:50 to go. Anything can happen. Out comes Woodard, in comes Boone.
I mean, Cash, this is a must-score possession here for the Wildcats. They're nowhere near any momentum, so they have to find some. Nice take there from number 2, and it falls. What an athletic play on on Gardner. Ewan Davis slowing it down. The crowd is starting to stand up, realizing this is about to become a real close one. Lancers up 2, 3:30 left, clock ticking down. Tony Duckett tweens between Jaden Bone and the nice layup, and it does not fall, but that's out on them. Yes, the Lancers regain possession, inbounding the ball out. Got Jake Hall, got Kennedy, we got Garner, and we got Davis, and Duckett in there. Hits the Duckett, catch the defense sleeping. Jennings was sleeping on defense, and Jake Hall used his high IQ to find that and catch it.
Boone with possession, and it'll remain El Camino ball after Garner punches it out from Boone's hands. 51-47, 3:14 to go.
Boone. We got Boone taking it out. Inbound the ball, kicks down to Pomari. Down below, Kennedy on him with Hall. Hall will go on, backing him down. Kicks down to Pomari. Top.
Jet Kennedy, just a little bit too slow of a reaction, but it will not matter. It goes back to Carlsbad. I thought he almost muffed that one. Jake Hall.
Pomari had the chance to respond, backing down Hall, and he missed it. Jordan slowing it down, use as much time as he can, hands it off to Hall. Top of the key, has Jennings on him. Screen from the left side, Kennedy pops up, and Hall takes the space. What a take there. Hard hit into the wall, but he's going to the line for 2. That's great movement, great separation, and great spacing from the Lancers offense. We can make this a 6-point game if Hall knocks down both of his free throws.
Jake Hall, 4 of 6 so far tonight. We'll see if he makes this one. Jake Hall on the first one, sinks it. He's got one more. 5 of 7 on the night.
Woodyard looks like he's going to be subbing in. But now for who? Jennings, the one who got caught sleeping on that inbounds play to Tony Duckett for the layup, is subbed out, and I respect it. You can't have someone out there in a close game like this who's not playing defense. Jake Hall with the free throw.
Attempt number 8 of the night is sunk. 6 of 8. Great game from Hall.
5-point game here for the Lancers.
Roy, what was your spread heading into this game?
I think the Lancers, oh my gosh, that was so athletic, but no finish. He spent all his VC on the athleticism and has to get some badges. I think the spread in this one, I'm going to set, me personally, I thought it was Carlsbad minus 9.5. But you never know, backdoor cover could happen. Up by 5, timeout. Coach Aller and the Lancers, 2:14 left in the fourth quarter. The Wildcats have to make a run coming up soon if they want to win this game. UW alum DeJounte Murray back-to-back nights for the Atlanta Hawks buzzer beaters. Let's go. Representing UW basketball well. And he just got paid.
Recent news in NCAA football, former five-star quarterback and Carlsbad alum Julian Sand has announced his entrance into the transfer portal following the retirement of Nick Saban, the head coach for Alabama, and the absence of the offensive coordinator, who's decided to leave the Alabama regime to pursue a career somewhere else. He has decided to enter the transfer portal. So, Roy, or is Jaden Daniels currently being? Did he declare for the draft?
Yes, he did, Cash.
You think there's any chance he goes to LSU? Where,
me personally, I don't think LSU's in there. And, I mean, my Washington team really came in, cleared the house from UW, and brought in everyone to Bama with Kalen DeBoer, the head coach, Ryan Grubb, who initially got offered the offensive coordinator job last year. He took the job this year, followed DeBoer, and it looks like Bama's in shambles. I could see him going somewhere, maybe back home, but honestly, it's up for grabs. Now with the transfer portal, you never know. A lot of bright future, though.
puts it up with 6 seconds on the clock, and there's
same team.
Jet Kennedy for the rebound. An 8-point lead with 1.5 minutes to go, and they're going to chew the clock as much as they can.
This could be wraps. Ewan Davis, I would like him to hold the ball at the last second. Give me one. Hey! Hey! Why is the ref complaining? If he doesn't make that and he doesn't get fouled, that's a boom on his head.
Bryce Boone did not see that one coming, both literally and physically.
Yeah, that boy got yammed on.
Davis out there for another 2 free throws. Missed his first 2. Will sink the third one. 1 of 3 on the night to bring him to 50%. Here is attempt number 4, and Jake Hall looks tired out there. He's been everywhere on the court. Davis, 1 of 4 on the night from the line. Not pretty, but he gets the deflection. Jet Kennedy over to Davis, and they're calling it out of bounds on Carlsbad. So 9 points. Carlsbad needs to get 1 more point to cover Roy's spread. And with 1:11 on the clock, it's not entirely impossible, especially with El Camino currently at 5 fouls in the period.
I think it's in the script that Ewan Davis is having a game right now against his former team, and I'd like for him to hold the ball and dribble it out for the win here. And I think Allard has the same idea as me.
Ardent on that right side will bring it back out the middle. Sims and Pomar.
Oh, that was tough. Little, give me a spin move, up, around, and a lay from the right side. Ardent still is in this game. 7 points, 51 seconds, shake and bake. Oh my gosh, where is he going? Looks like there's going to be a timeout from the Wildcats.
7-point lead now for Carlsbad. Carlsbad does hold the single bonus so far, and of course 48.5 seconds, so you got to imagine that El Camino is going to start fouling it off here a little bit in order to get the ball back in their hands faster, even if they have to give up a couple points on the free throws. But with how Ewan Davis has been shooting it from the line, and of course maybe it's just a tough night for him against his former team. He's currently 1 of 4 from the line, so honestly, if I was the coach, I'd probably put in some of my more surefire shooters from the free throw line, anticipating the fouls.
Yeah, but I don't care what he shot from the line. I care about the defense that he's had tonight. He is the scrappiest player on the court at all times, and you can tell from any person, not even a fan, just someone watching the game. Tony Duckett definitely wants to gets a.
And they're going to call a backcourt violation.
Oh my gosh.
That was tough to see.
A 3-ball here, Cash, would make it a 4-point game. The Lancers, oh my gosh. We cannot choke this one. I don't think we will. 36 seconds, but that's a lot of time left in basketball. A lot of time. I bet they had for Arden.
Kamari over to Arden. Arden. 30 seconds left. The clock winding down for 3. Does not come down with it, but Duckett with the shooting foul.
I don't like these chants we're starting. No, goodbye. Nothing's over. We just fouled him on a 3-point line. Stops the clock, and it looks like a pretty good free throw shooter. He can make it a 4-point game, knocks it all down, and they only wasted 9 seconds there. Big shots, though, for Boone coming up.
Boone with 28 seconds on the clock. Misses the first one. He's got to sink this one, or else it's all for naught. Unless, of course, they get the board and the immediate.
2 more free throws here for Boone. Got fouled on the 3-pointer. That's big. Needs to make this to extend it to a 2-possession game. Down 6 right now, but if they make this, a 3 and a 2 would tie it up. Must make here for Boone, and he does.
56-51. Carlsbad up by 5. Some quick maths right there. Duckett now with the possession, and they're going to foul off Ardent, shoving him out of bounds, and Duckett is going to get 2 from the line. Duckett, his first time at the line tonight. Duckett misses the first one. That could come back to bite him.
Even if he makes this, it's a 2-possession game, Cash.
Currently a 5-point lead. This one to put him up by 6. He sinks it. So 2 threes will tie it up. Ardent on that right side. It's going to have to be a quick shot. Over to Boone. Over to Woodard for 3. Sinks it. We're within 3.
Wow.
Timeout El Camino. This one is getting close. We could see an overtime matchup here.
I see people leaving already. I don't like that, Cash, when it's a 5-point game. Now a 3-point game. 14 seconds left. 15 rounded up. 14.9. Lancers up 3. And they just need 1 free throw. Just need 1. And they know they're going to foul. So I'd put in some good free throw shoot here. Ooh, and they add 3 seconds to the clock. Might have an El Camino fan on the score clock. Just kidding. Looks like a student here.
I will say, Roy, the refs called it and they let it run for a couple seconds. So.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I did see that. Okay, Ewan Davis here, inbounding the ball, Cash. Who do you want to shoot these free throws?
I think Jake Hall, of course, he's 6 for 8 so far on the night. They're going to get it to Jake Hall, and there's the foul. So, of course, anything can happen, but of all the players on the Carlsbad roster to miss both free throws, Jake Hall is obviously the least likely to miss both.
He's clutch. He's clutch. Ice in his veins, Cash. Ice in his veins.
One of these, all he's got to do is make one, and it's essentially all over. Of course, these quick turnarounds.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, and he misses the first one. 6 of 9 now.
Oh, my gosh. Just need 1. Make it a 2-possession game here, Jake. Knock it down. Not too much pressure. And he got it. Boom. Nice. 4-point game. Lancers up 58-54. Clock running down. Arden swings it. Dreville's up. And it's a turnover. And look who has it. Ewan Davis might have the free throws to seal the game from his former team. Wow, it's really in the script, Cash. Now.
Davis from the free throw line misses the first one. Detrimental.
Just needs to make 1. Just needs to make 1.
This one will put him up by 5. And he misses it again. He's 1 of 6 from the line. Jet
Look who it
Kennedy!
is. He gets the steal.
And that is game over. Our final score, Carlsbad 58, El Camino 54. A close game to the finish. Nobody with a sure victory, but Carlsbad comes away with it. Roy, let me get your final messages about tonight.
I think it was a great game, a needy, gritty game. Lancers came out way too close for comfort, but we closed it out. A win is a win, and we move on to 19-2. The Lancers, huge game, and we executed with some big plays.
Absolutely. Carlsbad, El Camino, always the games to watch. From the past 3 years that I've been commentating for CHSTV Sports, and of course CHSTV Sports on basketball. I've covered 3 El Camino games. They've always been close, tight-knit defensive battles close to the end. And of course Carlsbad comes away with the 3rd straight home victory in a row against El Camino. Before we go, this is upside down, oopsies. We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. We could not produce this live broadcast without their generous support of CHSTV Sports' live stream telecast. Special thanks to our title sponsor this evening, GoPro, the world's most versatile camera. Additional thanks goes to That Pizza Place, Sober Surgeries, Fix Auto, Mossy Nissan, and Ryan Kane. All of our sponsors are featured on CHSTV's website at chstv.com, where you'll find links to their respective websites. Once again, thank you for supporting our broadcast. A fantastic game tonight. We'll be back in 2 weeks for another doubleheader on February 2nd. From Cash Money Versailles, Roy Kane, Avery Gallup, and the rest of our crew. This has been men's basketball and women's basketball on CHSTV Sports. So tune in February 2nd for yet another great live stream. We'll see you next time.
Told you, but never you leave me, just call it. You want to stay.